Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I am here again with my close collaborator and friend, Ayana Pilar Fuentes. We already know we both have our weight loss transformations. Ayana is a bikini competitor, and I'm going to show you the pictures here. And I've had my 30-pound weight loss transformation, and I bring that up all the time so that you guys know that we've struggled with that in the past, and we know how to get it done, not just for us, but also for our clients. In today's topic, we're going to talk about PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, which everybody's on, and fat burners, supplements, natural and synthetic. And, just to give you a better expectation, if you are looking at Instagram, we're all on Instagram all the time, bombarded with these drop dead gorgeous bodies, sculpted physiques, and we think we can just get there without taking a risk, because there is a certain element of risk that they're taking with their health to get to that place, with some supplements more so than with others. And so there is a price to pay, and not everybody is willing to pay that price, and that's completely fine. But I think it's very important to be aware, and set your expectations right.
Exactly, 100%. Like, know that somebody's probably doing something. And, I know there are some girls that are natural because they're very vocal about it, but the majority are doing something. And I'm talking about in the fitness world, even in show business, even to get
Yes.
ready for certain roles in a certain time period. It's some actors have actually come out and said it. But yeah, so we're talking about that element, but also I am surprised at your everyday gym. I'm surprised at what people are taking, and they're not any of what I just mentioned.
Right. Like, people will go to the gym and they'll still be taking these stuff and that, but they might not look, it's not
Yeah.
just everybody that you see that have already established themselves as, a celebrity, and their look is a part of their job, but everyday people now,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, and there's nothing wrong about that. I think if we look back at, let's say, if you look at beauty standards,
Yeah.
look at what people used to look like, like famous actors, celebrities versus now, and you can see the transition in the beauty standards. It's like, it
Yeah,
goes in
it's
one
so
direction.
different.
Yes.
No, I'm laughing because um, it was like the whole style, because there's memes out there of like showing the ages of like the Golden Girls, and they're like not far off from, well, me. So it's so different. It's the
Yes.
style is just so different. Yeah,
Right.
hair, makeup, everything.
Right. The way that women looked at 40, they would right away, like, they would cut their hair and they would do their hair like, and it would automatically make them look older. It's just because they already had this idea in their head, oh, 40, like, I'm an old woman now. And now
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go back to JLo. Everybody knows I'm obsessed with her. She's like,
J-Lo, Halle Berry. I mean, there's so many that are like well into their
Alma.
50s and look fabulous.
Exactly. Demi
Gabrielle
Moore.
Union.
Yes, yes, exactly. I mean, sure, there are some ethnicities that age better. Or, melanin is very helpful in terms of slowing down the collagen degradation due to UV rays. I have to science
True.
everything
True.
out.
But I think, hey, Nicole Kidman, my husband's a fan of her.
You're right.
Um, she looks fabulous.
That's
Oh
a
my
good
gosh.
point. Very. I
So
think there's something with
she never
having
tanned.
red hair. I remember reading research once on having the gene for red hair and how
Hmm.
it is associated with a slower skin aging. I have to go back and I'm gonna check this out. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. And I,
Okay, that's interesting.
yes, there, because there's another actress. She's also red-haired. I forget her name, and she's looking incredible in her 50s. I'm like, wow, and because I had this idea, it's like the whiter you are, the faster you're going to show signs of skin
Age.
aging, but it's not necessarily true. But I'll do research.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's interesting. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, drugs. Here we go.
Drugs. Let's do a mini, maybe we'll do a longer one. I'm writing a supplement guide. So hopefully,
Oh,
maybe the supplement guide will be ready by the time this goes live, or I'll wait to post this for a few days once I'm done with the guide. That way we launch them together. Um,
yeah.
so I'm diving deep into the research. There's so many things that people are taking. Berberine, which is nature's Ozempic, apparently.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm curious about that one.
right? That helps with fat loss. Caffeine is a fat burner, all stimulants, right?
Yeah,
Everybody's
for sure.
attacking fat burners, especially if you're in competition, right? When you competed, can you
Yeah.
share a little bit about your
Yes.
experience? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I never took androgenics, like, but I did most definitely take fat burners, you know what I mean? And like the best stack ever is ephedra and caffeine.
Yeah.
And then you also have Clen. Those are all ways to allow you,
Yeah.
because a lot of it is opens up your airwaves. It's for asthma people,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it
Etc. Right.
allows, yes, and Clen. And so it allows you to do more
Yeah.
and be more efficient with your workouts and expend more energy so that you can get lean.
Hmm.
And so, that's very, very, very common. Very.
Does it have an impact on the mental health, because there are also things that you take, like for example, nicotine, doing a deep
Yes.
dive on nicotine, right? It's like Adderall,
Yeah.
basically. I hope they're not gonna flag this YouTube video. I should probably, how more plates, more dates always sources YouTube videos. I was like,
Oh, I
take some
know.
snippets.
Well,
I should do that.
I don't know, but it's in the whole realm of nootropics. I mean, this is what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It does help with the brain because when you are on what I just mentioned,
yeah,
even though it's for competition, it makes you sharp and then you can be more efficient in your job. And that's why also people like to take nicotine.
yes,
So it really makes you laser focused on,
yes,
getting the work done.
yes.
Energy.
And if right now, if you want to compete, because most of these pictures that people are comparing themselves to on Instagram that are perfectly sculpted, this is like a competition level physiques, and
Yeah.
it, it's almost unheard of, really, to get to that level without taking all of the stack.
Yeah, I have to agree. And what I just mentioned is like, is baby stuff. Like most NPC, IFBB, and even the WBF, FMG, because none of those federations that I just named are natural.
Right.
Although there are some people who compete naturally in them, they are not natural.
Mm,
So a lot of those girls are taking more than that, which I could care less, but they're just
yeah.
taking more. So, Anavar is very popular. But sadly, that usually would be the thing, like back in the day, and so now though, it's more than just that. And I'm not really privy to the specifics because
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just know that Anavar was usually something that was very common, still is, but the girls are doing more than that now.
Right, because the standards of what is being rewarded for the physiques that are winning the shows,
Yeah.
it keeps getting pushed higher and higher. Like
Yeah.
even now, before you get a pro card, if you look at a physique of a person without even a pro card, they they can't even get to that level. Sometimes, a lot of them. I mean, you could, but you're just basically having to delay you have to delay that goal by 2 years to get to that level. So this is why most people resort to taking Anavar or other things to get their pro card in like 2 years less than they
Yeah.
would have otherwise taken them.
And, and then there comes a time when they will take something and then they get to the level that they need to be at and then they stop and they don't need it anymore. That
Right,
happens too. If I
right.
were to compete again, I would have to do natural competitions because to get to that level of muscle, it would take years and yeah, and other stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So this is why it's not so much about whether everybody can do it. It's just, do you want to do it? Because you have to really want it bad, because you would have to take those risks. You see?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let me clarify something. I should have said if I wanted to compete again and become pro,
Yes.
because you can still compete and be totally natural and have fun and win and whatever. I'm talking about if you are
Yes.
determined to get to that level.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost close to next to impossible, because
Yeah.
it's like, who's the cyclist? Lance Armstrong,
Yes.
right? It's like, is it really his fault that he took this stuff? Because he knows the whole competition is taking it. So it's like, it would be stupid to, sacrifice so much in your life to win that, but
Yeah,
you know that no, it's not a fair game, so
exactly.
unless everybody's drug tested, um,
Yeah.
but we don't need to go to those extremes. I think a lot of the people watching this might not care to look as shredded and as muscular,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um,
And it can help you maybe get to that next level. I know that I've recently had a job change. So to have the energy after being sick and a brand new demanding job, yeah, I've upped my caffeine, and I've like taken a few fat burners to really get an edge in my workout. And I feel good. I don't take it every day though. Like this weekend, I haven't done any of that because I don't
yes.
need to. I'm relaxing.
Yes, and you're doing it in a smart way. You know when to cycle off, and you know when you take it. You take it right before a workout. So you're like stealing energy
Yes.
from that substance, but then investing it to build your own
Yes.
natural energy. So you're not developing dependency, and that is the trick here. So
Exactly.
cool.
Exactly.
You have to go, and I have a client, so we're gonna wrap it up. Where
Yes.
can people find you, Ayana, to work with you?
Yes, at Pilar Fit Vegas on YouTube and Instagram, and on TikTok at Pilar Fit LV.
Perfect. I will link all of your socials in the description box below. Also, everybody, you know where to find me, drzaldivar.com/shop for the guides and /coaching for the coaching. And thank you all for sticking with us till the end. Hopefully, the supplement guide will be ready. And if so, you will see it at the end of this video. So you can check that out, where you go a deep dive into all the things that are particularly useful for weight loss. And so which ones work to increase energy, which ones work to put on muscle, help you maintain muscle, and which ones help you lose the fat, like berberine, for example, more of a fat burning effect, and which ones are critical for keeping that mental health there and mental clarity, because you probably still have a job and you need to be able to work at a high level mentally and have a high mood and high motivation. So that is probably, those are probably the most powerful ones. They're all
Yeah, I
good
think.
to get. But anyway, um, we're not recommending them. We're just giving you information so you can have an informed, so you can make an informed decision, and whether you are willing to take risks and which ones carry higher risks, which ones carry lower risks. All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Ayana, so much. Have a
Yes, thank
great
you.
Sunday. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.